Guys, today we're starting right here at Burner Brother Antiques on the dining room table. Jimmy's already got a load of stuff bought. Man, he is on fire. What do you got here, Jimmy? You got a dough ball?
Yeah, how much dough bowl yesterday?
How much was the dough ball?
$4.99.
$499?
No, $4.99.
$4.99. That's a beautiful dough ball. Look at the lines on that. Great definition, all handmade, chamfered out. That's a bargain.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Then we got this handmade Logan County quilt, Jacob.
Oh, that's cool. Right there, it's all the writing on it.
There's all the writings on it.
Logan County, Ohio. Man, that's awesome. Handmade quilt. How much was it?
Handmade quilt. $4.
$4.
And
wow.
We got a Valentina Italian leather purse.
Valentina Italian leather purse. Okay.
Shannon liked it. Then we got a little bird thermometer.
And a bird thermometer.
And I like this. We have a Bluebird of Happiness.
The Bluebird of Happiness. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. How much was that one?
This was $1.99.
Well, there you go. You can't go wrong with that.
No.
$1.99.
And then I got a little piece of pottery. Little piece of 99-cent pottery.
Well, that's a nice studio pot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
And then a pillow.
And a pillow.
Pillow.
Everybody needs a pillow.
Family is everything.
Family is everything, pillow. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jimmy started off yard selling, or where'd you go? Goodwill? Goodwill shopping with Jimmy.
Shannon took me to one of her private Goodwills up in Bell Fountain.
That's the secret's out. You shouldn't have said it. Shannon's not going to be alone anymore. Guys, we are at the auction gallery. It's happening out here. Everybody's doing something in a different direction. Let's check in on them. Hey, what are you guys getting ready to do? No, he wants to know what you're going to do.
Oh,
What are you getting ready to do?
we got a little settling and washout in our gravel out here that we're getting ready to fix.
Ah, okay.
So we're going to take the tractor.
You brought the tractor to work today.
Brought the little tractor.
Little tractor at work today.
And then we have some stones that we're going to move that are, what, 1,000 pounds?
pounds a piece.
There's 4 of them, so.
I hope it don't break his tractor.
I got Jimmy.
You got Jimmy, you're good.
Just grab them, throw them on there.
Hillary up here getting phone calls made, checking people out. Customers getting ready to come in.
Yep.
Silka's cataloging away already. She's getting it done quick today. Trying to. Joe's back here getting cataloging done as well. What all you got to do today, Joe?
I think I got a little bit of silver to do.
A little bit of silver?
Maybe some odd stuff.
Some odd stuff. Okay, good deal. She's sitting here. She's actually getting photographs done of all this artwork that's coming up. She's getting it all photographed. This is all out of South Florida. That's cool. I seen this painting come up. I wanted to get it filmed up here in the soul bin. That's kind of a cool painting. I like the Victorian brooch that she has on. Let's see what the age is. Oh yeah, definitely a Victorian painting. Don't see the price on it, but that's pretty cool. How much? $50. Wow, in the soul bin for $50. That is a bargain.
What, like follow me around?
Here's some cool squirrels too. Check these guys out. All these are, what is the set here priced at $29? Or are that each? Oh, pair, $29 for the 2 pieces, and then there's another $29 set, all sold. And these guys right here, let's see what we got. We got a $20 white swan. Okay, here's a McCoy piece. This one is priced for $24. That's actually a really good buy on a piece of McCoy that big. WC Fields cookie jar, $49, all sold. Patriotic airplane just sold for $148. That is pretty cool. $148, it's sold. And there's some more Tupperware sold. It's always interesting. That's a set. And how much is that set? Let's find the price. $12 on that set. Okay. Capitamani, it's sold for $16. Creel, $20. That's the one Josh just put out. That looks like a Fenton basket. $35 on that one. It is Fenton. That's sold. Oh, right above it. I like this piece. $35. What a bargain. That's going to even glow. $35. Fenton fairy lamp. That's the buy of the day. Wow, great buy there. A tractor going by me. I am just pulling into a house call. It's later in the day, and we're going to go check it out real quick, see what's going on the house call. Hopefully I can take you with me. If not, then we'll just come back in and do something else.
Things that have been passed down, so
Yeah.
I really don't know any value.
Okay.
These were, I need to ask you the first.
These
My
are
uncle gave me the
cream and
furnace.
sugar. It's an oversized cream and sugar. They're probably made turn of the century, and they're Vaseline glass. What's really cool about these is that they're going to glow. So if you put a black light on those, they're going to light up like fluorescent color.
Oh my, okay.
And the same with this.
Let me get a notepad.
Yeah, this is
glass.
it's Vaseline glass. This one's got a ground bottom on it, which is pretty high quality as far as the making of it. When they grind them out like that, they won't do that if it, on a lower end piece. The higher, better companies would spend the extra time and do a little bit of that kind of stuff. Bowl here is pink depression. Sharon cabbage rose is the pattern. Used to sell them for a lot of money, and now they're pretty trivial in price. This one here is probably European, is German. Yep, KPM German. Great company. The company's been in business for a long time, hundreds of years. But it's not a very desirable piece in today's world. So a lot of this kind of stuff that we used to sell for $40, $50, $60 now brings $5 to $10. These are desirable, but this won't be.
Okay.
The silver plate like this, we actually, I own probably 5,000 pieces, and I pick it up for basically free. That sounds weird, but unless it's something good, and then I'll pay decent money.
And then this, I know none of it.
In houses, when I go in houses and buy like this, because I can only get a few bucks out of it, what I found is that I can actually hold on to it. And over time, I'll get a dealer that comes in and wants to buy a big bulk load off of me, and we'll sell it in a bulk load. But that's kind of what that is. Okay. This is pressed glass in amber. There's not a lot of value to that one. I wouldn't think. Mixing bowl of some sort. Okay. This one here is just a pressed crystal bowl as well with the snowflakes. Same on this one. I would not value those for very much money at all. Okay. If you're going to do a yard sale, that'd be perfect. Silver plate, that's just an English silver plate piece as well. And the same with this one. This is community plate, silver plate.
And I figured they were all...
Have the purple, the violets or something. This is Royal Albert. So Royal Albert actually does really well, especially if you've got cup. Do you have cups and saucers with it?
No, I just have the one.
Just the one plate. Okay, it's hard to sell just a single plate as much. But usually these will bring, I usually see these going at the auction from like $8 to $15 for a single. There's a Boyd Carnival Glass miniature chicken. This is made by Boyd. These are sold. We get between 15 and 25 out of these.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. All pressed glass solids. They're probably in the early 1900s. They're all pressed though. There's no cutting or polishing on them. They're a couple $3 each is what they generally sell for.
Okay.
Here's the next little hint on the nest. This is also a Boyd, and it's a hand painted one. And I would again say $20, $25 each on those. That's pretty cool with the hand-painted bird. So here's another little music box bird. This is probably Taiwan, or I'm betting this is probably made in like Taiwan.
Passed away, and she just
Okay.
wanted everybody to have these birds.
It's a nice little music box bird. The stuff like this at the Antique Center we'll see priced in a wide range. So you might see this for $5, or you might see it for $25. But at auction, we have a hard time getting but just a few bucks each out of them at auction.
So if
This is a Lynx bird. Now these we get more out of unless there's damage. But if there's no damage on these, Lynx birds will bring anywhere from $15 to $40, generally speaking, at the auction. And on the retail side of it, you'll get them priced all over. Here is the Mark, 1993 Lynx bird. Another pressed glass, kind of a button bow pattern pressed glass, probably made 1900-ish, 1920s, somewhere between. That's my gut feeling, and I would see that priced anywhere from like an $8 to $20 range. It's kind of nice because it's got the form of a boat for ice cream.
Well, this is, to me, that's the fish sign.
Yeah.
The Christian
Yep.
fish.
Yep.
It doesn't have the cross.
And it's a boat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, for sure, absolutely. So here's a really cool Fenton duck, and these are getting hot. The paper mark's still on the bottom. It's artist signed. And I see this bring in like from $30 to $60 in that range. They're pretty cool. It's kind of hard to say exact price because every day and every item is a different unique price. So, but I can see it bringing in that $30 to $60 range. An oak kitchen cupboard, 2 pieces. It's got 2 doors over 2 drawers over 2 doors. So 2-drawer top, and it's got the carving all around. It's been painted at one time, and somebody has stripped the paint off of it. The grain is a high grain on there. Can I open it up okay? Is that all right? All right, let me look on the inside. Yep. So it's been stripped and it's put back together. Now this is an interesting thing because these cupboards we used to sell at auction for like $400, $500, $600, and then they dropped down where it was hard to get anything out of them, $75 to $100 range, and now they're starting to pick up a little bit again. So we're seeing a little bit of movement on the country cupboards like this, but this is pretty traditional, probably Ohio, local made, glass knobs, all look original. And again, it was painted at one time and stripped, so it's got the old residue of the paint still on there. And if you start looking up here, you can really see little pieces of paint still left on there. But pretty interesting cupboard. I would say today at the Antique Center, you can see them from like $200 to $400 in this condition.
I don't know who would.
So this is an oak. You got any leaves with this?
No.
No. Okay, so an oak drop leaf kitchen table. Again, we used to sell these for $180 to $250 pretty regularly. Now they're $50 tables. You know, even at the Antique Centers, they're only $80 to $100 a quarter. We sold one last week that was in walnut that was 50 years older than this one for $130 retail.
Huh.
So that's the retail price. So you know, you can take that and cut it in half basically for what a dealer's going to give you.
So Ron got 4 or 5.
Well, that's pretty cool. And that was your dad that did that?
My husband's
Your
father.
husband's father, okay. So your
And
father-in-law.
So he refinished this one,
Okay,
and both of our boys have one that's been refinished.
that's cool.
And we were able to sell one in a garage sale maybe 5 years ago
Okay,
for about $100.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
that didn't have the bells.
didn't have the works in it. Okay, well, that's interesting. She was just telling me that these are her father-in-law worked for the phone company when they were bought up, and they were replacing these with rotary dials, and they actually would go through and they pulled them out of all the houses and they put them in a great big burn pile, and he salvaged a few and gave them to his kids. So that's a pretty awesome story right there. So this is an oak washed in, probably 1880, 1890. It could be even 1900, circa in that range. And it's got the towel bar on the top. We used to sell these at auction for $250 to $400 very regularly. Like they would always bring in that range. You could always buy one for $200 and make between $50 and $100. And now they're retailing at the Antique Center for $85 to $140. So it's definitely a change in the market on the oak wash stands.
And
Cool coloring too.
when I was in high school, I was a senior in high school, I had a part-time job.
Yeah.
And I found this in one of the high-end gift shops.
Oh, okay.
Back in
Okay.
Kenosha, Wisconsin. And I put it on layaway.
Nice.
And paid $5 a week on my paycheck.
Oh, wow.
For this $40 chicken.
What year was it?
1967.
So this stuff's getting more popular all the time. We have a mid-century dealer at the Antique Center, and if this was in his booth, I would think he would probably price it from $80 to $120.
Yeah.
You know, it's 20 years ago this was a $5 item. Now it's gone up in price. That's interesting. Chinese one, but it's got great colors to it. Very heavy. You know, I was selling some stuff like this today, and today we would have got between, I don't know, 25 and 45 out of it today. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Those gorgeous lamps. I like that. Let me take that apart and kind of try and figure the age out and see if it's marked or not. Pretty cool colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's another Victorian piece of glass. It looks European. It's got the little clasp on there. Toothpick enameled, and it closes well. It's got the wires. The wire on the back has been replaced, so the hinge has popped off and somebody put a wire back on there. But nice enamel work, very cool, good decoration. I think we would sell it for somewhere in that $50 to $80 range. Pretty cool piece. Oh, what a shame.
Yes, exactly right. What a shame.
A good looking reverse painted shade on there. Is it signed? Do you know?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe it is.
Sorry, it's so warm.
It's got like a tapestry finish on the outside.
Yeah.
Green patinaed base. Where I'll see what it looks like lit up, and then I'll take it apart and take a look at it. Oh yeah, very pretty.
Yeah, it's a pastoral scene.
And you say it's got a crack in it?
Yeah, I turn it to the back.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it was glued back well.
Yeah, they did a decent job of putting it all back, didn't they?
Yep,
Somebody's probably dropped it.
yep. They are
Okay.
heavy.
Very nice. Let me have a look at the base real quick.
I don't know
This
if
one
you
here
know
is a Jefferson. It is signed, but man, the damage on
Yeah.
here,
Yep.
lots and lots of damage on the shade. So it kind of hurts the value, but it pretty cool piece. It's pretty interesting. It's a Mission Arts and Crafts style library table.
Yep.
It's not mortise and pinned together. A lot of these, the early ones that are really good, they'll have bevelings
Yep.
here, and there'll be bevelings down here, and then most of the time the signatures are going to be up underneath of this. But I think this is more of like a,
It's a replica.
well, it's not necessarily a replica. It's of the period, but not of the higher end companies.
Yeah.
But it is still a Mission oak piece. It's got a good style to it, good look to it. Okay, so we got a little depression chest in here. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 drawers, on feet casters. What's really interesting about these today is a lot of the young people are starting to buy them and use them again because it's cheaper than going to IKEA or something now. But they're very functional. Very interesting sewing. Look at this sewing box here. It opens up, and then these are going to flip open one more time.
Yep. Yeah.
So let's open this up one more time. There's some thimbles on this side. Let's have a look and see if there's any gold or silver ones in here. Nope, these are not. Yeah, these are brass. Yeah, very interesting sewing box.
This is my grandmother's, and my mom had it.
Yeah. None of the kids want it? You can pass that on down in the family?
No. They don't want this old stuff.
They don't want the old stuff.
Attaboy.
Amish rocker is signed, Holmes County, 1979. Got a good patina on it. It's nice, very well made. Now that one we would have people that would buy.
Don't go too far.
Yeah. And then this one here is more of like a turn of the century sewing rocker, and these are hard to sell because they're not functional. Nobody can really sit on them and use them for anything. They're more just for decoration.
Yeah. And I read when I scripted it,
Yeah.
I saw all the different grain patterns,
Yeah.
and then I was reading about it and went out searching, and they said that's a trademark of the Ohio cabinet making
Yeah.
because they wanted to highlight the different
All
types of woods.
the different quarter saws and the grains. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great Ohio serpentine highboy. It looks like you put new hardware on it.
Yeah, I did. I put ceramic, centered,
Yeah.
went to Renaissance
Yep.
hardware.
Yep. Now here's an interesting thing. With a highboy like this, 25 years ago, I could have sold for $450. Today, I'll see that in the mall for $2 and a quarter. Isn't that crazy?
Yep. Well, I know all the time. What about this guy?
Nice green lamp. Let's have a look at it.
You can take that.
Pull that off. I hold that. So the green oil lamp. You guys familiar with Johnson's Lamp Shop at all? If you ever heard of Johnson's, the one out on 40 on past Springfield.
Yeah, I have seen it.
That big one. We bought all of their inventory. So we bought about 10,000 of these. With lamps. But that's a pretty cool one. This one in green, I would probably say at the antique center that's going to be anywhere from $40 to $80. Little oak quarter sawn table, reeded columns coming down, 1890-ish, quarter sawn oak on the top. We used to sell these again for $150 to $2 and a quarter, and now they're $80 retail range at the heart, and that's on the retail side, $80 to $110 usually.
Okay.
Pretty good job of stripping
And then I use shellac, and that watermark. I know what I need to do to clean
to
it
get
up.
that back out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think it would be retailed at a lot of money, but I think that would be an easy sell because it's got a good size. If I owned that table, I would probably price it at $80-$90 and try and move it. Take an offer. Somebody's probably gonna offer 60 or something, but it's pretty cool. I like the table. I do, or the attic entrance right here. I do some in brass. The attic is really cool. I think this is fun. Got a duct to come through.
Yeah, got a duct to come through.
All right. Well, now we're having fun.
Yep. Now you're into the old.
Now I'm above the garage, ain't I?
Yes, you are.
This is cool.
Now, this is more glassware.
All right. What is that? No, not very old. Got a good look to it.
These. I don't know if you ever seen.
Oh, these are some old dresses and dress parts. Yeah, these are for a
hoop skirt.
hoop skirt. That's
And
a
here's
period
hoop-
one. You have the whole outfit?
Yep, we have. This is actually for a little person. This one.
Signature.
Right.
Okay.
And so some of this goes with it, not everything.
Yeah, not
huh?
everything.
Right.
I think that skirt goes with the smaller.
Is it this one here goes with
Yeah,
that one?
No, that one goes with the big one.
Okay.
Those are. So this is for a smaller lady.
Oh, there's two of them there.
Yeah, there's
I
two
thought
of
there was one. Okay.
There's two of them there.
Nice.
I thought there was only one too until I got them out yesterday.
Okay. Now those are fun. I like those.
And these are They've been in the cedar chest.
Nice. Well, they look like they're in great shape.
This is this is one of the hoop skirts.
That's just fun.
I don't know if it's a skirt or a slip or undergarment.
Yeah.
Because it's more silky.
Okay.
This is my grandfather's. No, is this the one? No, this is not. This is a pantaloon for underneath the hoop skirt.
Yep.
This is the winter hoop skirt.
The winter. Okay.
Well, one of the winter hoop skirts.
Nice. Man, I love the color on there, and the condition is great condition. So many of these, when you get this old, there's all kinds of wear on them.
And this is
that wool?
This is a wool.
That's a wool, and most of these get ate up too. That's in great condition.
Yep.
Man, look at the work. Beautiful work. Well, that's fun. Now that was worth coming out and looking. I have not seen one of these in a long time in a house like this. This is cool.
Think you can sell them?
Yeah, I think I can sell those.
Who would best?
Right.
And then I realized it's my grandfather's.
Okay.
And that's my dad's. As far as I know, that's my dad's uniform
Wow, that's fun.
from World War II.
You're not going to keep that or give it to one of the boys or something?
The only one showing any interest in it is my grandson, and he just wants to see it.
Yeah.
And
I'd say you got to give that to a grandson first. That's
I
so
may take
cool.
it down to. There's a shop down in Beaver Creek that.
Got a blanket box down here, and then there's a bunch of tokens in here. What do we have?
My dad was a lineman.
Ziploc. Huh. That's interesting. Oh no, keep the binoculars. That's cool. Those are they're fun. That's a Fenton plate. Should be Fenton. Let's have a look.
Window, I think.
Yeah, that's
Window
Fenton, 1970.
Okay.
Probably a blacksmith. It looks like. Yep. The letter jacket. What school was
Right
that?
behind you. Apple Creek, Ohio.
Apple Creek, Ohio. Chuck.
Yep.
That was
that's my
Chuck's
Uncle Chuck Charles.
letter sweater. That's pretty cool.
But these are all the old pieces.
These
Yeah.
are the ones that I used.
Used for some packing or something. There's some minor staining and stuff on there,
We
and
used them in bed.
used them in the bed. Okay. Well, this is a nice one. Some minor staining on there, but still, it's got some wear. A lot of times, there's certain pieces of cloth that wear out more than others. A lot of times, you'll see the same piece on all the patterns that get wore out. But that's all hand sewn. That's nice. Probably 1920-ish.
This is all hand.
Okay, we are done with that call. Very interesting couple, especially the stories about the phones being. I mean, that was pretty cool to hear. You know, that's how history happens. It gets passed on, and then you find out about something. And the thing about that, the gentleman worked for the phone company when they went from phones that you just turn like that, the old phones that I just showed you, to a dial phone. They had to tear them all out. And they just burned them. They threw them in a pile and burned them. And he kept some. The gentleman's father kept some because he thought they were neat. And man, so you wonder what happened to all the old phones? Sounds like the phone company burned them. But that was cool. A cool house, cool story. The great couple. I ended up buying just a few things. I got the lamp that was downstairs, the slide glass lamp. I ended up buying the Vaseline glass, the Fenton duck, a couple of the art glass pieces, and the two Boyd glass hens on the nest. And we'll put all that stuff up for auction next week. The lamp I'll put on the burners.com sale, and the rest will go on to one of our whatnot sales. But yeah, that's a wrap on that house call today. Again, if you guys aren't watching our stuff, make sure you continue to watch, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. I was given some appraisals for them. They wanted my opinion on stuff, and I don't like to give opinions about prices because it's so subjective to where it's being sold at and how it's being sold. And I mean, there's 1,000 variations when you're giving estimates about stuff. But they wanted to have a yard sale. They were asking me what stuff would bring at our auction and what I thought what values were. Then they're going to take that info and use it to put together what they want to sell. So that was a friend of mine that had me come over here, a real good friend that I known for a long time. Said, hey, I want you to come over to this house because they're dear friends of mine too, of hers. And so it was a favor to go over there and to just do like the appraisal work like that. But it was also really like cool to be able to do. And so that's what I was doing. And then they ended up selling me some stuff. So that's kind of cool. And other than that, we will talk to you later on.